Yo! What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video I want to show you guys one of the best defensive blitzes in CF25. So if you enjoy this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So the playbook I'm in is Alabama. Now this dime rush is in a lot of different playbooks, and I got some gameplay I want to show you guys. I actually got two full gameplays. First and foremost, if you're interested in any college football ebooks, or if you're interested in any Madden ebooks, make sure you check out the website All Things Madden. The link to that is in the description. So right now I do have my trips halfback week formation. I have the ebook for that, and also Go to Mills has a Texas ebook. So we have two ebooks for you guys. So if you're interested at all in that, go check out the website. The link's in the description. Now, this video is going to be a showcase video, meaning you're going to see how this blitz works. You're going to see how I scheme it together. And then next video, I'm going to actually give you guys more in depth on my favorite coverage shell I like to play. And then I'm also going to show you guys the ebook because I am working on the ebook as we speak. So next time you see a defensive video, is going to be, the ebook will be available. So basically I'm working on this ebook that you're about to see. Now the gameplay, the first game is going to be with a tier 3 team, and then the second gameplay is with Alabama, so a tier 1. So you can use the scheme no matter what. That's the whole point of this. So quickly, I just want to show you guys. So the gameplay is going to be about 20 something minutes in total. So I'm just literally just going to come and just show you exactly what this blitz is. Okay, now a couple things that you won't be able to get from gameplay just watching. Okay, now I'm gonna go here to your coaching adjustments. You can leave this alone. Now if you're dealing with options, you can do it however that you want to. I'm not gonna mention that right now, but curl flats, I love them at 5. Now hooks and flats, you can mess with that all you want to, but my curl flats, love those at 5. All right, now as far as your personnel, your user is going to be right here. So I just kind of left it alone. If I can get him on the middle linebacker, but the one with the star on it, there we go. So I just normally left him alone. He's fine. He's a great user, so that's just gonna be your user. Now as far as the defense, because we put our curl flats on, we're not gonna actually play quarters, but we're gonna come out and cover for quarters. That's what I like to base everything out of with this blitz. Okay, so just simply put, there's two things you need to understand with this blitz. All right, so there's a couple times where I like to just where I just like to press, but there are some times where the slot corner won't align how he is all pretty, like how he is right here on the outside. If that ever happens, you just want to press triangle and then go to show 3. So if you click it and press show 3, obviously nothing happened right now, but you're going to see me do that a lot in game, where the cornerback will sometimes be like stacked out here. He'll be stacked kind of like right here, and he won't be outside. So if you hit show 3, it'll actually put him outside and also press. All right, so basically I like to do either that. Now my next setup I like to do is actually pinch my line. Notice how they are going to pinch, and then I like to either blitz triangle or R1. It's up to you. Right here I'm just going to blitz R1, and then I'm going to actually just blitz myself, and I like to hover on this side right here normally, or it really doesn't matter, but just normally I like to hover in this little gap, and all you're going to do is try to grab the attention of one of the linemen, and then you're going to actually go out and just cover somebody, and just notice how the heat is going to come in. Okay, so basically, I mean, that's it. Let me go ahead and go show you right here. So basically that's it. Normally he's going to just go around the tackle, and normally he is actually going to engage with the tackle on both sides. So notice how our defensive ends on both sides are normally going to engage. That's what's going to allow us to get this free pressure off the edge. So without further ado, I'm going to show you this gameplay, and keep in mind, I'm going to be talking way more in depth on the gameplay. It's actual 2 full-length gameplays, but that's basically the defense. So if you want to see coverage shells and, you know, some bonus things that you're going to see in the ebook when I make it, make sure you check out the gameplay. If not, I do appreciate you for checking out this video. Alright, so I remember telling you guys in my last video that I wanted to show you guys the defensive gameplay from this. So if you checked out my trips tight end, well, my trips halfback week formation that I did the last video, you would see that the offensive side of this game was actually with Northwestern. So I told you guys I wanted to show you the defensive one, so this is where we're at. Alright, so this was actually my first game actually kind of using this, so I switched a lot from dime normal to dime rush, but eventually I realized that I do like dime rush a lot better than the normal. And basically this is going to be the blitz right here. So there's a lot of factors that I kind of gauge on what side I call the blitz on, when I blitz, when I'll just send 4. So that's part of what I'm gonna do the ebook on. But these 2 gameplays I'm gonna show you guys will let you get a deep dive into how I break stuff down in my mind when it comes to defense. And also the reason why I like to give the ebook is because you guys will be able to see just basically everything that my brain is thinking about onto one actual thing, instead of having to watch videos over and over. But right there, my opponent threw a great pass, and we did unfortunately give up the touchdown. So sometimes manning up safeties in this game can be a little hard. So my recommendation is to make sure you actually go in your not coach adjustments. Make sure you go in your personnel and actually put safeties in, corners in at the safety spots. Now, I personally didn't do it, but it can help if you like to do what I do. And every now and again, I like to man up safeties. But I talk about all that in the ebook. Like I said, this is going to be just a dive into my mind. So, also, I like doing this style of letting the defensive drive go fully out, so you guys can kind of see. So right there, I am deciding to just go ahead and sub out my ends. I like to put linebackers in at the defensive end spot. So if you're playing with a like a tier 3 style team, or maybe a tier 2, I like to sub in outside linebackers at my defensive end spots, so that way we can get more athletes, so that way we don't get burnt around the edges, because that stuff actually matters on college football, as you guys know. So right here, the reason I like this blitz too, because if it doesn't come home, we still play great coverage, and because we have our curl flats at 5, we are not going to be playing match coverage. Although match coverage is good on this game, I like to just kind of play cover 4 when I want to play cover 4, but dime rush doesn't actually have a cover 4 drop, so that's why I just use it out of cover 4 quarters or palms. They both will do the same thing because we're turning match off basically. So right here, just decided to send them off the edge, and although we don't get home, we do mix up the coverage shells, and that's pretty much going to be why I believe getting the ebook could be beneficial for you in particular, because you'll be able to see what coverage shells I actually like running, because I run a whole lot of different coverage shells, and it really just depends on where they are on the field and what formation they're in, for example. So right here, we got a doubles look, and for doubles look, I love the blitz opposite the running back. So normally I'm going to send that guy opposite, but this time I decided to send him to the running back. And normally when I'm playing doubles, I like to actually just man up one side and then blitz from that same side I man up. And as you can tell right there, that's why I like this defense, because a lot of times you will get that defensive tackle to come in untouched because of how because with dime rush, whenever you pinch your line, they try to go outside basically, like your defensive tackles. They try to loop outside, and when that happens, our slot corner is normally going to come free, or they're actually going to block it correctly, but they'll allow the D tackle to come in. So anyways, right here I accidentally messed up. I was not trying to do that. I was trying to stay in my regular cover 4, but I accidentally pressed DB blitz, trying to do my adjustments too quick. So right here I made sure not to make that same mistake again, so that way he wouldn't catch me slipping. And also, surprisingly, this dime rush is good against the run. Now, I'm not going to say you're just going to be gap shooting, but it's actually decent versus the run. I would not run this in the goal line, so that's why you did see me right here switch to my 4-6 style. I believe 4-6 is a little better, at least in this playbook. I like 4-6 as far as a goal line defense, but again, I'm still tweaking how I want to do goal line defense. I'm just kind of testing things out right now still. I haven't got nothing that I'm just over the moon about, but honestly, this is about as close as it gets right here. So this is kind of what I do. I don't know if I'm doing a video on it as of right now, because I'm not 100% confident on it, but I love to play 4-6, and I play a cover 3 style, or I'll play man and put my 2 purples out there and put them at 0. I play around with both of them just because I haven't decided which one, and right there I feel like that should have been a pick. Just didn't get the animation we wanted, so thankfully we are going to hold our opponent to 3. So coming out into the second half, my opponent does have the ball. So right here, he loved this formation. I do remember it's this full house. It's a kind of a cool formation. The running is actually pretty good. I've been thinking about playing around with some full house style formations, but I just haven't got around to it yet. I've been trying to focus a lot on defense for you guys, and focus on, more of the spread style offenses. I'm not a huge fan of under center, but it's good in college football, I should say. But let me know what you guys are running on offense, I should say. But right here, we do have trips, and he actually ran the play that I was telling you guys about, which is the halfback direct out of my very own formation. I'm not gonna say my formation like I own it, but I haven't really seen too many other people actually say something about this formation. But like I said, man, the halfback direct is really good. But anyways, we got cover 4 palms, and again, I like to just press. And if you're going to press, please make sure you shade over the top, okay? I can't tell you guys how important that is to shade over the top if you're going to press. Shade over the top, call pass, all right? Don't worry about if you get gashed in the run, because for some reason this dime rush just plays really good against the run. I don't know why. It doesn't make too much sense to me why dime should play good against the run, but that's how it does. You know, that's how. I mean, we also got to think who made the game. You know, EA made it, so, you know. Anyways, yeah, man, just right here, he is coming out in the slot, and I just love the person. Like I said, I'll press every time, and it's kind of hard to explain. Right there actually was an accident. I didn't mean to switch stick. Sometimes that does happen from time to time, but you guys can kind of tell how the flow of this game's going. And if you guys want me to actually do, I could make these videos a lot shorter, meaning I don't have to show you guys when I pick up play and all the pre-snap adjustments, but I think you guys like that, you know, because when I start showing you guys in the ebook and, you know, the other formations, sorry, not formations, but the other videos showing you like, hey, do these adjustments right here, you know, put this guy here, do this, do that. Some of you guys that tell me, real, there's no way I'm having enough time to do that. So that's why I like showing you guys this style of videos where you can see, you know, me pick my play and then me do all of my adjustments before my opponent can even snap the ball. So that way you can see that, hey, I'm not just telling y'all to go do all these impossible adjustments, you know, so you guys can actually see that, hey, I'm doing them myself. But I was not expecting him to throw the ball right there, so I'm glad I was able to play it. But I was sending my spy, but my guy just wasn't going. I was clicking the R stick in, but sometimes that just happens on this game. But thankfully we did stop him for a minimum game, so we'll take that. But I like how they tell you kind of like the abilities you know, the opponent has. I kind of like that, you know. So it's a lot of things that I kind of hope, just randomly, I hope that Madden 25 does do. Is right there. I don't know why he throws that. you can't throw that now. You got to throw that ball away, or you got to take off and run. But you can't ever throw it late across the middle like that. So we definitely did capitalize off of that. So anyways, what I was saying was that I'm interested to see how Madden 25 is going to look, because I like the way that this college football feels for this game, and I'm praying that Madden 25 has some of that same logic in it. So we'll see. But anyways, right here, you guys can just kind of see how the defense is just kind of, you know, is doing a great job of just slowing my opponent down. This defense is gonna force you to actually have to look and see where the holes are on this defense, while also having to deal with somebody coming off the edge free. And like I said, look at the run defense. It does play the run pretty well, but I mean, just be careful, because there are some runs that are going to just gash this defense, and it's to be expected because this is a dime defense. That's why I like to pinch my defensive line. It kind of helps out against the run a little bit. And as you guys can tell, I really love to actually play man when I blitz my slot corners. But I also love to play zone too. So it depends on a lot of factors. So this is one of my favorite setups, I would say. If you kind of tell, I mean, the only thing he had open was a corner route, but as you can see, you just won't have time to. But again, you can make simple adjustments to take that away. So if I wanted to, I could have just played a cover 2 on that side instead of playing a cover 4 on that side. But, you know, there's a give and take. There's a pro and con to doing both coverages. So you can tell right there, I think, was that the running back blocking? No, I think that was a tackle. Okay. I think that was a tackle. But anyways, you guys could just kind of tell, I mean, right here. So, for example, I noticed the running backs on the right, so I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I blitzed both of them because it is 4th and 11, so this is an aggressive style defense right here. I'm banking on the blitz getting there before he can throw the ball, so this is a high-risk, high-reward defense, and sadly, we did not get rewarded. So I probably could have played a cover 2 on that side, but then again, I didn't want to get burned for a one-play touchdown trying to blitz on 4th down, but either way, we're not going to do that again, because you don't need to send 6. Definitely not. 5 will get the job done just fine. And technically, he had that crosser, but thank goodness we were able to, you know, get him to get a little pressure in the pocket. And then he was able to make the wrong read. Had he held on for a second, I'm more than positive he would have made the correct read, because he definitely had it for a touchdown. It's right there. This is just wrapping up. So if you guys didn't watch the video, go watch it. That's the last play of this game, and my opponent did quit out. So right here, I decided to do a tier 1 team because Alabama does have this same exact, you know, the same exact formation. So I figured that y'all would like this for all of my, you know, for all of my tier 1 players, basically, because I do both tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. But Right here you can tell we was turning our curl flats onto 5. And this game was actually very fun to me. I really love this game. So right here, this is one of my favorite things I like to tell you. Like I said, I'll man up one side on doubles. So any 2 receiver sets, I love this this particular setup right here. It just does a great job of just forcing pressure. And right there, I feel like we probably should have got the pick. And again, when you guys set this up, make sure you are shading over the top and then you are pass committing. All right. And again, keep in mind, there's some, you see how R1, look where he is. So if you don't show 3, then he'll stay right there. So I don't know why it is like that, but if you don't show 3, he'll stay right there. And it's not really good for the blitz. So if you recognize that some formations he's not lining up outside, then you have to make sure that you show 3. So right there, I decided to, I was thinking about if I wanted to adjust my curl my flats, but I wanted to see if he'll keep throwing it. And right there's a great example of me showing 3. And notice how our corner is now going to be on the wide, on the outside, which is where you want him at. So right here, this is kind of like a cover 3 cloud style look, and it's another one of my favorite adjustments. Is right there. I mean, we just get juked left and right. I tried to click off of him, still got juked. I tried to let him do his own thing, still got juked. So I don't know, man. If y'all know how to stop getting juked so much, hey, y'all let me know. I'm never too big for say to get feedback or to get tips my own self. So right now I haven't found nothing that I can just stop getting juked so much, if there even is anything. But anyways, right here, like I said, he tried to run the ball, and this is just not a defense for some reason you just feel confident in running the ball against, unless you just have a very OP run. Now that might be the only way, but anyways, this is, like I said, another one of my favorite setups. It's basically just cover 3 cloud, except for I didn't put that deep third out there. And just look at the pressure. So a lot of times on play actions, that exact thing will happen, especially when you're pass committing. They're just going to ignore the running back on play action. They're going to go straight for the quarterback, which is why I love the shade over the top and pass commit. More importantly, pass commit. But anyways, this is a double Mabel style, so I didn't actually adjust my flats, but that's another defensive shell I like, where I'll run my double Mabel, and then I'll actually be slick with it, and I'll actually blitz either my slot corner, or sometimes I'll blitz my cornerback. It all depends on where they are on the field. So right here, for example, I'll blitz circle my corner because he's in the boundary. So I love blitzing boundary corners, but I didn't decide to right here, and he almost caught that, which was crazy. But we did end up going down to scoring offense, so now we are back on defense. And again, I'm only talking about cover 4 quarters, meaning I'm only doing adjustments out of this. You can actually run man coverage and do similar adjustments, meaning that you don't have to come out in zone every time just because that's what I did. But again, in my ebook, I'll kind of break that down, because you can do a lot of stuff out of cover 2 man if you want to play more man style but have a great blitz. So it really just depends. Or you can do this out of a man blitz but play zone. So there's a lot that you can do out of this, which is why I really love this dime rush. So anyways, right here, he threw that hot, which sometimes can be a problem, but we're gonna have an answer for that, you guys know. But anyways, that's just something to look out for, that your opponent can throw it hot. So when you hover in that line, you got to make sure that you're getting it straight back. It's right there. That's pretty much how you want to cover that if somebody wants to keep throwing it hot like that. That's what I call it, just throwing it hot. And then we are going to go down and get a touchdown again. So now we're just pretty much taking the commanding lead. And the thing about this, if you have a really great offensive scheme, defense is very easy to play, because now he basically has to get points on the board. He basically has no choice. Look at that pressure right there. It's going to force him to take his check downs. But in this game right here, it's actually not a bad thing to take check downs, because tackling is just very bad. So you can really take those check downs for about 10, 11 yards a lot of times. So check downs are very dangerous. But anyways, remember, the setup is just pinch our line. I like to press. I'll show 3, and I'll shade over the top. And this way I'll blitz him. This is just a very standard setup right here. I decided to put a hook zone. It's going to play more like a true cover 3 style. Look how much work that hook curl did. So that's why every now and again I like to mix it up and put a hook curl out there. I don't know if you guys want to go back and watch that last play, but I put him in a regular hook zone, and just look at how much he covered with that one singular hook zone. But anyways, so right here, look at that. So a boundary corner, gonna actually blitz him. I manned up the guy that's over there. And again, it all depends on formation, is why I can do this. So if you will, just kind of look at that that boundary corner and watch that vert hook too. So just kind of watch them both. Look at how they kind of just both actually get to play something. They both was playing. They both was just finding work, basically. And the slot corner did a great job of coming off the edge. And look at number 7 right there. So that's a good angle right there at it. He was my slot corner. And just notice that had he had a little bit of more time, my slot corner would have got there. So, you know, that's why I like this defense. You can really do a lot based on where your opponent is on the field, which is why I like this a lot. But anyways, right here, we sent the blitz. It actually came around, looped great, and just, I mean, like, yo, like, I can understand 3 of those guys getting, I can't understand 3 people getting juked out by 1 juke, but the fact that they made number 1 take such a terrible angle is crazy to me. So, oh, they ain't gonna be able to show it right here, but the fact that they made him take a crazy angle, that should never happen in the game. But I mean, it is what it is, honestly. But unfortunately, that's the game we play. But anyways, right here, it is 1st and 10, and we're just trying to stop him from scoring at this point. So let's just not give up nothing crazy. I decided to man up that side. Now I am wary of the running back because he is on that side. So anytime you're gonna man up, you gotta keep in mind for the running back. And this is actually the worst possible route combo he could have ran. Not like bad, but worse for me. Like, that was a very good route combo he ran, because that's exactly what would have beat my defense with that running back wheel. So I did peep it. So that's why I decided just to leave my cover 4 over there, and I decided to play cover 2 on the right side to the boundary, because I was not about to run over there for a running back again. So great defense. Great offensive play, and he ran the same play again, thankfully, but for some reason, I don't know, he had 1 timeout, it looked like. He called timeout, but it sent it to the next half. I don't know, maybe he didn't have a timeout. I don't really know. All I know is that they just didn't give it to him, so I kind of feel bad. But either way, you got to play it. So right here, you guys know if I'm ever going to show you a kickoff, it's probably just because it's a touchdown. So we did get basically a free touchdown. And if you guys are wondering about the offensive side of the ball, I am going to come out with a video on this, but I am also going to have an ebook on this offense that I'm actually running in this game, because this offense is insane. It's crazy how many coverages you can bomb, crazy how many dots you have for high-low reads. It's just, it's wild to me, honestly. But anyways, back on defensive side of the ball. So I thought he was going to be running a crosser, to be honest with you. I didn't expect him to just settle up right there. So also, I thought my purple might play it, so there's kind of a lot of things going through my head is why I didn't go attack that route, but I did peep it, and he came out in the same formation, so I'm very wary of that route now, since he's, and then it looks like it's the same thing, but he did hit the little drag, so he got a nice little plays right there. But the thing about this defense is good is we're only blitzing 5, so meaning that I basically have 5 other people I can adjust. Now 6 is my user, so that's why I'm not gonna say 6, but I got 5 other people I can adjust, so you basically have a lot going on with this defense. And right here, if I wanted to, I could have blitzed my boundary corner, but I would never blitz a boundary corner versus trips formations. I think that's just you're rolling the dice a lot if you're gonna blitz your boundary corner against a trip set. It's not that I wouldn't. You gotta be careful with that. But like right here, for example, I would love to blitz my boundary corner just simply because we have a lot of room on that right side. Although I didn't, I said I would have. And right there, you can kind of tell we would have actually got the sack had he not thrown it. But we play great defense, and that is why you shade over the top whenever you're going to call your man coverage. It is very, very important to shade over the top. Because if I didn't shade over the top, I'd probably get burnt for a touchdown. Not even going to lie to y'all. That's just how man coverage works on an EA made game. But anyways, I wasn't able to show y'all the setup right here, but I feel like that should have been a pick. Crazy he caught it. It is what it is though, but I feel like that should have been a pick. I had 2 guys right there, but good catch nonetheless. But anyways, remember pinch our line, and for this setup right here, we're basically I'm actually going to throw that guy right there in a vert hook. Well, he motioned him over, so I decided to go ahead and man him up, because you never want to have just a man running free. But I'm very wary of that running back because it is on that double side, and unfortunately, as you guys know, get juked out of my socks. I don't know what to do about getting juked, man. I feel like every time the ball carrier touches the ball, I'm just finna get juked, man. It's just expected at this point that the first juke will always win. I don't know why it's like that, but anyways, right here I sent the boundary corner on a blitz, and look at him. He almost screened, and I don't know how that's not a pick. I don't know. But either way, you guys seen how that boundary corner comes in, man? I'm telling y'all, it works great because of the angle that they give that boundary corner. But either way, be careful blitzing your boundary corner, because sometimes they can actually pick it up good or hit you for a quick streak. Not gonna say pick it up good, not that, but they can hit you with a streak if they have the little thing that lets them see who you're blitzing or who's blitzing. So just be careful about that. But that's why I only blitz in the boundary, simply because we're gonna be able to have people out there, meaning it's easier for that safety to cover that, you know, that half basically. So regardless, this is why right here, normally I wouldn't blitz against the compression set, but wanted to just test it out, and you can tell right there that's why I like blitzing 5 at all times, because the tackle basically had to swap with the guard, but they was not able to communicate that, so we were able to get our defensive end to almost come in free. He almost, you know, got the actual sack. So the good thing about this is that if they hurry up, I can actually switch who I'm blitzing, and then if they try to slide the wrong side or something, then they can, you know, I can easily still get someone through and get the interception. So this is why I like this defense, because I can run two different coverage shells almost immediately, you know. So it's just all around good defense, man. And I do want to say one thing. I do appreciate you guys that actually sit and kind of watch and just listen to me talk. You know, I pray I'm actually giving you guys some knowledge. I pray I'm actually helping you guys, you know, become better football players. Not going to say just NCAA players, or I'm not going to say just better Madden players, but just better football players in general. Because a lot of this stuff, man, it's in real life too. I know this game is kind of fluky, but it does do an okay job of simulating real life. It just doesn't do a good job for defensive coverages, per se, you know. Because it's just way too easy to bomb defensive coverages on this game, but it almost does a good job, almost. But I say all that because I am a football coach. If y'all don't know, I'm actually coach at the middle school. At my middle school, I also help out at the high school. I played football myself. I played all the way up until college, till my son was born. So got a lot of experience with football. I grew up playing Madden. Literally grew up playing Madden. So I've just been doing this my whole life, basically. So this is why, you know, all this stuff comes easy to me. But I realize it might not come easy to you, so that's why I even do YouTube in the first place. It's just my way to help y'all out, man. But a lot of this stuff has always been working since I've been a kid, as far as, you know, how Madden goes and how to kind of mess with Madden coverages. But either way, right there, man, that is one thing that you have to watch out for. That's just the receiver being faster than my safety. But either way, you guys can see the score. Our offense, it's a high power formation. For those of you guys that are still here, I appreciate y'all. And I was going to tell y'all it's bunch tight end, but it's not probably how maybe other people run. I know it is a pretty meta formation with bunch tight end, but I promise y'all, the setups that I have are probably not going to be what other YouTubers run. Because most of the time, I'll just tell y'all real quick that most of the time your YouTubers, they all pretty much click together, meaning that they lab together. They, you know, so that's why a lot of their setups are probably always similar, because they actually, you know, they lab with each other, if that makes sense. They all are part of a team. Some of them, you know, they team lab basically. But, you know, I try not to do that. I just all my time gets dedicated to my church. I volunteer in my church. I teach. I'm an actual teacher. I coach football. So I just, you know, I just don't have the time to just, you know, try to lab and go stream and, you know, do all these tournaments. So that's why I just don't really worry about it. But either way, regardless, I just want to kind of tell you a little bit more about me. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video, though. Right here is pretty much going to be the last play of the game. And if you like this video, just do me a favor, drop a like on it. It really does help out my channel, and I do appreciate it. So if you rock with this, if you got anything from this video at all, I would greatly appreciate it if you did drop a like. It would mean the world to me, honestly. So like I said, this is basically the last play right here, and that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video, though. I pray y'all have a blessed day. I'm Ray Jarrell, and I'm out.